Auth0 just announced support for Resend as an email provider. What this means is Auth0 can handle all your auth, and Resend can handle all your emails. You get all the observability that Auth0 gives you and that Resend gives you. You can access your Resend templates and get the best of both worlds. All right, let me show you how it works. Now, before you get started, you need to verify a domain within Resend. That way we can send on your behalf. And you'll also need to create an API key, which we'll do here in just a second. But here in the dashboard for my application within Auth0, under branding, you'll see email provider. Now, by default, it uses its own default email provider, but you can enable these custom ones. And here we'll use our own, and I'll select Resend. As you scroll down, you'll need to add a few things, the from address and the API key. So the from address is the domain that you're sending from. That's the one you have verified in Resend. Now for me, I'm going to paste in this one from updates.waybackstore.dev. And the reason I've done that is that's the domain I have verified within Resend. Now we'll also need an API key. So let me grab it over here. We can name this whatever we want, but I'll call Auth0 and then we'll copy it. By default, it only shows you at this first time. So I'll come back here. We'll just paste this in directly here and click save. Now that we've got it set, we can actually send a test email. So I'll click test email and this should send an email to my primary email address. So now within my own email inbox here, you can see it, the email provider configuration test was successful. Now, obviously I may want to customize this template. So let's do that next. Let's start with the simplest example, which is to customize the templates within Auth0. So I'll come over here to email templates underneath branding. And here I can customize these. They use a liquid style syntax. And as you come down here, you can customize them by changing the actual HTML, which this is what email HTML looks like, but anything you change in here will then be altered within your email templates. Now you can actually test this as well by trying this and sending it to yourself. So I can send it to chris@resend.com and we'll send this along. Now, once again, this should use my custom email provider and send it to my actual inbox. So instead of checking my email inbox, let's check within Resend now, and you can see the actual email template that's been sent. This is what you can customize within your Auth0 account. Now, if you want more control, you can customize the templates even more using OAuth actions and Resend templates. So within your OAuth account, under actions, you'll click on library and then create a new action. And we'll just start with a custom action here. I can name this whatever I want. Let's just do Resend. And here what I want to see is the first time somebody logs in. So let's select this right here. And then we can select the runtime. I'll stick with node 22, which is the default here. Now, inside of here, we need to do a couple of things. We need to add a secret. This allows us to access our Resend account within the action. So here I'm going to name this Resend_API_key, and then I'll just paste in the value. You can name this whatever you want. You just have to reference it correctly in the template. That's what I've chosen to name mine. I'll click create, and now what we're going to do is write a custom function that should fire every time somebody logs in for the first time. So right within here, let's go ahead and replace this exports with this custom script that pulls in Resend itself and then exports on post login. And we'll just check to see if it's the first time they've logged in. And if so, we can send it from our domain and send them, hey, a new login was detected. Now, in this case, I'd want to send it to myself. And here I want to send it from my own custom email address using Resend. So in my case, this would be updates.waybackstore.dev. Now, the last thing we'll need to do is add Resend as a dependency within the action. In fact, if you hover over here, that's exactly what it tells you. This package Resend needs to be added. So we'll go over to the dependency. We'll add a new dependency. Here we'll say Resend, and then we'll just say latest, and that should work. So let's create this, and this should add this as a dependency so it's installed every time we need to use it. Finally, let's save this, and we can deploy it. And now it's ready to add to any trigger. So we'll go underneath triggers, under actions here. We'll go to the post login trigger. And here I want to use one of my custom ones. So here, whenever the user is logged in, then we want to go ahead and use our custom action that we just created. So I'm going to drag this over here and then we'll click apply. So now the trigger connects to our action, which fires off this custom email every time. Now you may have noticed in the custom action, we added our own custom HTML. This is one of the ways you can customize the actual template using your Resend template instead. So what I'm going to do is replace this HTML string here with template instead. Now this comes as part of the Resend SDK. And then inside here, it takes two things. It takes an ID, which I'll show you in a second. And then it can also, if it has it, take some variables. Now these variables will actually be the things that I've defined in my Resend template. So back over here, you'll notice that we've got this HTML here. This is what I'm going to want to replace here with this event request as well. I'm going to leave them up just so we can kind of see how we're going to map these two. Now, if I come back over here, you'll notice I have this new login detected. So I'm going to copy this template, and it has a couple of different variables within here. It has a first name and an IP address. So those are the two things I'm going to want to pass along. So back over this way, we want to make sure we have our first name, our login up here like this. And then we'll also make sure we pass in both those items. It's important we use the exact casing and styling that we used in the template. So here you'll remember that was first name like this. We're going to pass along this event.user.name. This is what we'll want to send in the variable call. Now, the other thing we want is the IP address. That was IP_address. That's how we defined it in the Resend template. And here what we're going to want to do is copy over this event request.ip like this. Now, you can only have either a template or you can use HTML or React, but you can't use them all together. So now that I've got my custom template, I can get rid of that. And actually the template itself includes a subject line. That's the way I did it. So we don't even need to pass along the subject line, even though I think it's the exact same thing. So now what we can do is deploy this, and now this will be used along with my custom Resend template whenever I go to send an email post login. Now, the real benefit of using something like templates is non-technical people on your team, or those who just don't want to mess around with the code, or you who doesn't want to write old school HTML, can actually customize a template in a nice GUI editor and then publish it when you're ready to send the new version. So you'll see if I jump back over here, I can actually add extra stuff like, hey there, or whatever, and I'll come over here. Once it's done, I can now publish this new one. And when it's done, you'll actually see full version history as well. So if I click inside here, you'll see we've got version history, and I can actually go back and revert this. The latest published version is what's used in all of your templates. All right, so that's the basics of setting up Auth0 and Resend, including customizing the default email templates and using your Resend email templates in a custom action. Now, let's talk about one final thing, and that is observability. So we're now using both Resend and Auth0, and we got observability in both. Let's look at Resend first. Here underneath emails, you'll see that I have all the sent emails, their status. I can jump inside of here as well and see specific insights for this. So you'll see here it's saying, hey, you should do this as well. And this is helpful to know, right? So this demarc record would be very important for my auth emails, and I'd want to fix that. And I've got full visibility into the actual email side of stuff through Resend. But Auth0 also gives you visibility. So you'll notice here inside of monitoring and logs, I've got full logs for every single thing I do, including I updated an action or I sent a test email. And you can come in here and query, you can filter by certain types as well. So you've got full visibility kind of on both platforms for what they do best. I hope this was a big help in getting started with Auth0 and Resend. If you have any trouble setting it up, reach out to us. We're more than happy to help. Thanks so much. We'll catch you in the next one. Happy emailing.